Okay, what's up, everybody? We're back. It's episode 4, and we've got a cool guest with us today. If you can just introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Cece. Last name is Ngata. Yeah.
Cool, sweet. So thanks for coming on today anyways. A little bit about yourself. Where you from? I guess your schooling.
Yep. So I'm from here, Tukuro. My schooling was Tukuro High School. Before that, I went to Tukuro Intermediate. And the year before that, I went to Strathmore School. So I spent 5 years at Tukuro High School, and then, I finished school.
Nice. So usually what we try and do before every episode is we try and go through a grateful, something that we've picked up that we think is pretty cool way to start the show. So I guess something that you're grateful for?
I'm grateful for myself and my family. I'm grateful to be here today as well. Yep.
Nice. And I guess for myself too, also grateful for good people that we have in our lives, especially through COVID and everything like that, coming out of it now. So kind of grateful for those who kind of stuck around with us. Cool. So pretty interesting today. I got you here. Just kind of want to talk about your brand and what you've kind of started for yourself. So the name of your brand?
The name of my brand is ABCD. So ABCD stands for Aroha, Braden, CC and Dre. That's my family. CC being me, Aroha being my daughter, Braden being my partner, and Dre being our dog.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
so the dog's in there too?
Yeah.
Have to. Cool. So pretty much just going to go through how did it all start for you? How did the brand start? Where did you kind of get that idea from? And pretty much the beginning. If you can, tell us from the get-go.
So last year around May, it would have been May 19th. I got a phone call from Auckland Hospital talking to a heart surgeon. I'd been on a waiting list for about 10 years to have some work done on my heart.
Do you know what was wrong with your heart at the time? Or?
So I have leaky valves caused from rheumatic fever. It went undiagnosed for years, so we didn't know about it until I turned 16, and then so it's been prolonged for this amount of time. I was always due to have a heart operation, but I just didn't know
what it was for.
Yeah.
And talking about rheumatic fever, do you know how it's caused, or like is it something you're born with, or can you catch it, or?
You can catch it from a sore throat, so always get your throats checked as well. Just a minor sore throat, you need to have a swab. Like always get your throat checked, because if you don't, you will lead longer. It will lead to heart complications later on in life. So yeah,
cool. So as you were saying,
it was May 21st. I was going in for open heart surgery to get some valves replaced. So you have two options. You can either go for metal valves or you can go for tissue valves. I'm already on blood thinners, so I had to go for metal valves. I'm on blood thinners because when was it? 2019, I had a stroke at work. I recovered from that, got better and everything. But once I went for the surgery, there was no option for me having this tissue valve. So with having this metal valve, I've got 2 of them. So I've got 2 replaced. We have 4 heart valves, and I've got 2 replaced, 1 repaired. So taking this metal valve, there was options. There was no options really. With the tissue valve, there was options for a better life. With with metal valve, you can't have kids. That's it. No more kids. You can't play any sports. You can't get injured. You can't get cuts. Nothing. You can't bleed out internally or outside of the body. So that's what I had got told. I was only allowed the metal valve. So there was no options for me. So that was me. Ended up going in. They actually had to close all operating rooms in Auckland Hospital to work on my case. True. Because it was such a big operation, they needed everybody on board.
So during that time, like I guess, sorry. But during that time, shucks, how did you feel, man? Like to know that it was such a big surgery, everything had to close off for you, just to take care of you. Like, what was going through your mind?
Oh, a lot was going through my mind. So I had a 40% chance of living. So it was a 40% chance we take this operation. I got a 40% chance of living or dying. So I took that chance, it was either take that or my life is going to end in a few years. Yeah. So the whole time, I just felt like I wasn't going to wake up, like I wasn't mentally there. But what the day arrived and I just cried that morning, you know, I was really scared getting all these people telling me, this is, you know, are you sure you want to go ahead with this? Because, you know, you don't know whether you're going to wake up.
Yeah.
And so the whole morning I just cried, and then I just snapped out of it and thought, my mum told me, don't go, if you go in with a bad thought, you're coming out with bad thoughts.
Right.
If you go in positive, you're coming out positive. So I went in positive, woke up, wasn't even supposed to wake up at the time. I was in a coma, and I woke up out of this coma. The doctors all rushed and asked, you know, the nurses, put her back into a coma, she shouldn't be awake.
Right.
So the first thing I said when I woke up, still, you know, drugged and everything, I looked at the nurse and I said, thank you, thank you so much. And she was scared, she panicked, she ran away, like, you know, to go grab the doctors. The doctors came back, and then the doctor said, no, she needs to be put back to sleep, don't let her be awake. And all I could tell him was grab his hand and say a prayer, thank the Lord, please. You know, this is how exciting it was to be awake. And so, that's what happened. That's what I went through.
And did you stay awake, or did they put you back down?
No, they put me back to sleep. Yeah. And so when I did wake up.
What was your response the next time?
When I did wake up, I just, you know, everybody in the ICU, I, you know, thanked personally I couldn't thank my surgeon because I was never going to see him again. It's just a one time in and out. You're never going to see your surgeon again. So that's the one person I really wanted to thank, but I didn't have that chance. But I did thank everyone. And they, you know, were all thankful for that. So it was good. It was, you know, I wasn't in pain. I just had my whole sternum sawed in half, my ribs broken, everything. You know, my heart's been pulled out, put into a machine. So
shucks, I can't even even begin to feel like how exciting, or not exciting, but like how you would have felt. Especially, you know, going in with knowing what you knew, like, you know, the risks and all that sort of stuff, and then being able to wake up and just
And
gratitude,
the first thing I did was I posted on Instagram and I said I'm alive, but it didn't make sense because I wasn't there. But everybody understood what I said.
What you meant,
I think it said I'm an animal or something. But
but you must say I'm alive.
But I wasn't, you know, I wasn't there yet. So, but that's what I had went through. So after that surgery, about 6 weeks onwards, I was in hospital for 16 days. They released me. Once they released me, that's when, you know, I knew, oh my gosh, we are so far away from this hospital. What if something goes wrong? And so I still had all these wires connected to my heart. I've got 3 cuts just below here that all these wires were. So that day they pulled them out, and the wires weren't pulling out. So they had to. So every time they pulled this wire, it was tugging at my heart, and I couldn't feel it. The last one I did feel it, and that's what upset me. That's what put me into a state of darkness. Was how sore that was. Now how's it gonna be going home with all this pain? And you know, I wasn't allowed narcotics or anything because I was seeing things, and you know, dark figures, voices would scare me. So once we did get home, recovery did start to get better. I suffered greatly in hospital, just with, you know, negative thoughts and not wanting to be alive. But once I got home, recovery started being smooth. But I was crying myself to sleep. You know, growling my granddad, why didn't you take me home? Like, you know, I should be with you. But so that happened for a good 6 weeks. After the 6 weeks, it was my birthday. I turned 27, and we went out for dinner. I got this, I was on the G-Up website, and I always go on there and shop. That's one of my favorite brands. So I was looking at this jersey, and it was $198, and I was like, oh yes, I want this. So I rang my sister and I said, can you please buy me this jersey? She said yep. And so she transferred me the, oh no, I had her credit card actually, and I was going to use that credit card, but instead I saved that money. I kept that money for myself, and I sat at the table and started designing my own designs. I used what money she had and what money I had, and sent it straight to a custom printed places. They printed it that same day, sent it out 2 days later. I put it online, and it was sold out within the hour. So, you know, I didn't realize, but my mind was all stuck into this, to designing. And just going back a bit on there too, when you were talking about, you said something that kind of caught me and I didn't leave in my mind. You got angry at your granddad. Yes, yep.
Because he didn't take you home with you. With him, sorry.
Yep,
he didn't take you home with him.
And so So my granddad passed away a couple of years back now, but he was always the male figure in
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah.
So I was angry, really angry with him when I woke up out of that surgery, and I wasn't in heaven with him. So
yeah. So that's what this is. That
that's
what you meant by
that's what
that?
I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And all this time afterwards, I was still angry with him because he wasn't taking me home,
yeah.
which is heaven with him.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt. It was, it was unfair of him
Yeah.
to, take my pain away. But, after that, I did blame myself for that. It
Mm.
wasn't his fault,
Yeah.
He was there with me, but I was still very, very angry with him for not helping me.
Yeah.
I prayed every night for him to come and take me home.
And is that during your
That's during
that process,
everything,
or was that
process,
afterwards?
That's the business. That's
Yeah.
during the business. When I started the business, I was still praying to
Yeah.
him to please take me because I can't live like this.
Yeah.
Just with my body being sawed up and everything,
Mm.
I couldn't handle myself. I didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
So it was just, trying to escape that.
Yeah.
And that's where the dark place started, was through all of that. Even the beginning of the business,
Yeah.
it was all darkness. Everything was built from darkness.
Yeah. When you say darkness, what do you mean by darkness for
darkness-
yourself?
For me, would be like depression, really bad depression, suicidal
Yeah.
thoughts.
So you had those thoughts.
I had those thoughts, and
Yeah.
they were, at their peak
Yeah.
at this time of the start of the business. So it was a dark time,
Mm.
and that's why I always let people know this brand was always built from darkness,
Right.
but it came out as greatness. So
Darkness
that's
to
how-
greatness.
Darkness to greatness. That's how I look at it, anyway.
You're going through a pretty dark time, and
Yep.
then you then see something online, so you want to buy you a jersey.
Yeah.
So you message your sister if she
Yep.
can help you out to get it. It costs
As
almost
a birthday,
200.
yeah,
as a
birthday
birthday?
present, yeah.
Yeah, birthday present. It's about $200. She sends you the money. She says you're sweet, but instead of buying the jersey,
Yeah.
you then put that money into maybe like, oh man, I might design,
Invest this, yeah.
invest this and
Yeah,
trying to design my own. Like, what was the thought process on that? Because what made you think, oh, I'll just use this money to, just maybe start my own brand or instead of buying
sitting
it.
with my family, and I looked around and I thought, I was sitting with my family and I looked around and I thought, wow, ABCD,
Yeah.
we all got, our names all match.
Mm.
So I thought that would be a cool label. I went through about 25 designs before I set myself on this one label.
Yeah.
It had to be something I would wear.
Yeah.
So that's how, that's what it came down to, was
Right.
I looked around the table and there's my family, so I just put it all together,
yeah.
ABCD.
And that's how you came up with the name, pretty much.
Yeah, ABCD.
Something that means something, because it means something
it
there
means
too.
something, but so does every other label in my store.
Yeah.
So everything I've brought out has meaning behind it.
Mm.
But a lot of people don't know it, but there is meaning if you just, take your time and ask, what does this mean?
Yeah, hard.
Then, you're going to know the story.
That's it. And I guess also like when you did look at the hoodie that you wanted, and you're like, shucks, $200. Like if people were buying it, like imagine. Would you ever think like, if like what did you say it? How do you say it? Like if people were like bought, say it's $200 and they bought 4 of them, that's $800. Did you ever think like that? Like okay,
yeah.
Yeah,
No, but
and then-
even with the first, even with my first designs, I knew I was about to make money from this design because it's something I would wear.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are inspired by my look, like my attire and stuff. Oh, where did you get that? So I thought someone's gonna ask me, where did you get that?
Yeah, right.
And so it just, that's how it kicked off.
That's pretty much how your stories kicked. The brand actually started.
Yeah.
Which is I like that too. Hopefully, I see a T-shirt that says "From darkness to greatness" too
Yeah.
coming up, because that's.
Oh, we've got
that's
something
what-
good
you got
coming.
something?
Yeah.
So just thing, but I guess how's it been? You've a lot of small business. They start at home, especially, and they're home for a while, and then for yourself, how's it? How long were you at home for, and then how you made the move to a shop?
So I was at home for about 2 to 3 weeks, so a month. And I was just overtaking my mum's room.
Yeah.
So all my boxes were in her room. She didn't have a room. Oh, she has a room, but there was no room for me to store all my stuff. So I always have boxes on boxes on boxes, and I used her room as my office.
Yeah.
She got sick of it, and I thought, well, you're coming with me today. We're going to look for some shops.
Yeah.
And so that's the first thing we did. We set out together. So my mum's always been on the journey with me. She's, you know, encouraged me. She'd never seen the vision though when I picked the store that I wanted. So we had options. We had multiple options. 1 month in, and I just thought, nah, let's take it into a store and have it on demand. So I chose the corner of Clyde Street because it's got the highest foot count in Tokoro. And I know that because I've sat at every corner of the CBD in town and checked for foot traffic and seen how busy it is and how busy this place is. Clyde Street was the busiest place for me during the summer. So, you know, I spent 4 hours a day watching these different areas, and I chose that one spot because we have no competition where we are. We're just, you know, a dairy and a fish and chip shop. There's no competition where I am, so there's no one to compete with. So if we move more into town, that's when the competition starts.
Do you find that better for you, like being there on your own? Because a lot of people, like when they are competing, just like, okay, we need to bring up more gear. We need to be better at this. We need to promote our stuff better. Do you get that sort of thing out there, or are you just like creatively? Are you just like
I just don't have that competitive mind. Like or for small businesses, like I support every small business that I've come across. So even being where we are, it's good for us because, you know, people going to the fish and chip buying their dinner, they're coming to our shop to have a look and spending money. They're going to the dairy, they're stopping in. Like, so it's a two-way thing. We've got traffic from both ends. So I think where we chose is a good spot for us.
And how's the shop going? How's it been going? All good?
Good. Yeah. It is slow. Business is slow the beginning of this year. But our online just pushes really hard that sometimes I have to close the website down because I can't keep up. So it's only me doing, you know, the website work. But yeah, for about these last few months, business has been really slow, really slow in store. But just the online just keeps us going, keeps it, you know, pumping.
And how was that for you? I guess, you know, opening up a shop here, and then, you know, business is quite slow early in your journey. What's that like, and, you know, does it make you feel some sort of way, or do you know it's just the weather? You know, like it's not the weather, but, you know, just that time of the year.
Just that time of the year. See, I'm still new to business. I don't know nothing about, you know, what other businesses know. I do know a lot of businesses are closing down here though. But we're not looking at closing anytime. So slow sales or not, this is my dream. This is what I want to do. So I'm going to keep pursuing and, you know, just grow. I don't care about, you know, having one sale a day. One sale a day still pays the rent. So that's all we need to make is one sale a day, and that pays our rent. So, you know, I haven't made myself a wage. There's money there that I could pay myself. But at the moment, prefer to throw it all back into the business.
Cool. And I guess that's something that's quite important for, I guess, people who want to start off as well. And their businesses, like it's pretty much what you're saying in terms of the shop, you know, being kind of slow at the moment and stuff like that. You're new to business, like it's new to you, like you know nothing about it. Who's helped you on the way to kind of open your shop and kind of guide you?
No one. I have had my family, but no guidance. So everything's just I did my own self. So even when I did get the shop, no one seen the vision I seen. I seen the vision, and no one, you know.
So you're fully pushing this yourself.
Nobody was interested. Like they were there for help, but it was like, there was no interest there. Like they didn't see what I seen. So when it did come together, they seen that I did have this vision. But I didn't get any help. So no, you know, one of my biggest labels are No Handouts, and that's one of our top sellers. And I got no handouts from anybody. So no, you know, you have this. Everything is all from me, myself. So all the financial side of things, all the work, you know, it's all been me. So there's no one else to give credit because I'm the one that, you know, did this. And I did it all on my own. I did have help of my family, but, you know, that's just here and there. Whereas overall, everything was created by me.
Nice. Oh, take your head off, you know, for you know, starting off an awesome sort of business that you've got going for yourself, and it's going good. You know, from what I've seen, and I've seen heaps of people wearing your gear. Which is cool. Last year, you actually gave us a few gears, and we had the kind of the opportunity to. We were like, should we have these? Like, should we keep these? Like, we want, because I know you gave them for us, and I messaged you, and I was like, thank you. for the gears. But
I'm glad
we
you gave them away.
yeah,
Yeah.
we wanted to kind of promote it and kind
Yeah,
of give
yeah.
it to.
It got me a lot of followers. It got
Yeah.
me at least 200 extra followers.
True.
Yeah.
So
So
that was all Dylan's idea too. So
yeah,
that was-
yeah. So it got me heaps of new followers
yeah, yeah.
and heaps of new buyers as well. So it was good for me that you guys did that.
Oh, awesome. Glad we could help.
Yeah, yeah, same.
I guess so. I guess you know. I guess in every business, it's not always uphill.
Yeah.
Like we were saying before. Everyone sees the growth and everyone sees the success. Has there been any time where your hill will kind of just start going like this?
Oh, it does that every single day.
Hey.
Every single day. Oh, not my passion for it.
Yeah.
So just with finances. Like, it's up and down. And it's been like that throughout my whole journey. But, I've always got a backup plan. Like,
Yeah.
see, even when I don't want to go to work, I know that's my job.
Yeah.
Go to work or stay home and have no money.
Yeah.
So I always look at it as, that's my dream. It doesn't feel like I'm at work when I'm working. So why would I not want to be there?
Yeah, right.
So that's how I kind of, we do have those up and downs, but I do have them every day.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a settled person. I don't just settle for,
Yeah.
something new is always coming up. So I'm always trying to create something new.
Yeah.
So, but no one gets it. No one understands me. So when I'm like, I want to do this, nobody jumps at it with me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I have to start it off for them to jump at it. And
Right.
then, they start to see where I'm going with certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's and it's sort of kind of like social media as well. Like when we first started doing stuff like this, I guess it was no one was jumping on it like us,
Yeah,
but because it's been going for a while now with our page and everything, like we are really interacting with a lot of people too. So staying relevant and all that stuff sort of helps.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of good too.
Yep.
Coming up with something with new ideas. Pretty much, what motivates you to carry on?
What motivates me?
Yeah.
Is my second chance at life.
Yeah.
It's not my second, it's my third actually. This is my third chance at life. So yeah, it would be that and my daughter. So my daughter, everything revolves around her.
Yeah.
So I've set the bar for her for when she, gets to around my age, she wants to do what she wants to do and knows to aim higher than, what I've gone and done.
Yeah.
So she's looking at business studies. She's going to Epsom Girls College.
Right.
So that's a boarding school in Auckland. We've looked at paying the first 3 years and then we'll get the scholarship for the last 2 years. But yeah, that's who motivates me the most is my daughter.
So for your business, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
5 years' time? Well, by the end of this year, I want at least 5 stores. 5 years, I think 15 stores.
Yeah.
So we'll add 5 every year. So I'm looking at having at least 15 stores in 5 years.
Nice. And how many stores you got at the moment?
How many stores? So we've got 1 at the moment.
Yep.
We are expanding. I won't disclose any, of that information because it's, it's a big thing for us. But yeah. So we've just got the 1 at the moment.
Cool.
But
Sweet.
we are expanding.
Cool. And I guess any advice for anyone who wants to kind of start a business?
Advice? Just go. Just do it. No
Yeah.
matter, like I had so many negative thoughts of, I'm not going to do well. Nobody likes me, like, stuff like that. So you just go for it and you see the support just, rush in once you do put yourself towards something.
Yeah.
So even with the business, I just say, don't quit, just go for it. Doesn't matter, start off with, you can start off with $100.
Yeah.
You don't have to be making so much money that you think you can't start a business. You can start off with $2
Yeah.
to start your business and, just drop ship online. So there's heaps of ways to start businesses. I just say go for it.
Nice. I guess any other experiences that you may have had within your business? And actually, how are you now? I guess it's an important question. With yourself, with your well-being. How's everything going now?
Well, now, so mentally, I'll probably be my best mentally ever. Emotionally,
Nice.
like I'm 100% now, health-wise,
Yep.
energy-wise, everything. Just I don't see dark thoughts at all. I don't look back to that dark stage.
Yep.
I understand that people can't speak.
Yep.
on the experience or on their mental health. It's really touchy subject for a lot of people that have been through it.
I know.
So, you know, when people do talk about opening up, you can't. I've been there and I understand you can't. How do you? You know, with our parents, their older generation, they don't understand.
Yeah.
So they're more, you know, toughen up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas, you know, us, we're more, I think from our generation down, we're the weaker links.
Yeah.
So we're all weaker than, you know, the older generation. But yeah, I think, now I'm 100% happy, grateful, everything.
Awesome. I'm glad that you came in today and shared your story, and hopefully everybody that may watch this gets a better understanding of your brand.
Yeah.
I do want to, you know, take my hat off to you for what you've done so far, not only for your brand but for yourself.
Yeah.
Which is quite important. And it's good to see that you're in a, you know, a better headspace at the moment. But again, it takes a lot of courage, like you were saying, to speak out about mental health, and it's not something that we share often. In our generation, you know, is a lot different to the old generation, and we're kind of caught up in both because we, you know, it's only times are only slowly changing now.
Yeah.
So again, you know, it takes a lot of courage to share that. So thank you for sharing that, and I know for sure that that's going to change somebody's life out there.
Yeah.
If they watch this video, in terms of mental health and stuff like that, you were talking to me earlier about how it's kind of growing from your business now, and it's not just about you. You know, and it's going to change into helping others. And so people have reached out to you in that sense. How's that been? You know, how's that been for you, and sharing that awareness and supporting somebody?
So we've had a few people that we've tried to help. Just, you know, at the moment we're working with 2 teenagers. Even with business wise, we're helping 2 businesses at the moment, or 3 businesses. So we've got NLE, which is Nelly. He's just joined ABCD. He's got his own label, which is NLE. We're working with Self-Made Lifestyle. His name is Anton. He's just started his brand. We've just started printing for him. And then we've got this other lady who's wanting branding done by us. She does rongo and stuff like that. So we're working with 3 other businesses as well, just to help them get better.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, man. It's cool that you can help others now in your journey.
I'm offering my services, you know, to anyone that has, you know, ideas on prints and stuff. If you want to get prints done, just let me know, and, you know, come see us. We'll get it done.
Sweet.
So we offer our services out a lot.
It's cool that you're helping other businesses and helping other people so early in your career as well, which is cool. So again, just want to say thank you for coming down today and sharing your story. We appreciate your time being here today, and really looking forward to what you're going to bring out next. And like I said, you know, something from darkness to greatness.
We got
I reckon we'll fly. So
3 new labels coming out. We just haven't released yet.
I mean. All right then. Well, thank you again.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And all the best for your journey and
Cool.
Your brand.
Thank you.
Sorry. Just before we do go online, if you can just drop your online so that people know as well.
So our online, we've got Facebook, Instagram, and our website. So our Facebook is abcd.est.2020. Our Instagram is abcd.est2020, and our website is abcdstreetwearonline.com.
Sweet. Awesome. Thank you guys. And thank you again, CC, for coming down.
Oh, good. Thank you.